What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Go30 coming at you with yet another video, man. And just gonna be a quick video, man. I know NBA 2K is pushing towards this esports thing, and I'm telling you right now, man, it's not gonna work. This whole esports venture they're trying to push into is gonna blow up in their face. And it's a simple things that they refuse to address in the game. So my first issue with the game is there's no really big skill gap between good and great players. Like, there's none. Like, you can go to the park, your park record doesn't tell you how good anybody is. It just says, oh, this person probably plays with randoms. Because if you have a squad, it's easy to get a good park record. It doesn't mean you're good at the game, it just means you're playing with people who are actually willing to pass. Like right now, I haven't played a single park game. See, because it's not worth it. Because I know if I get on with randoms, 99% of the time, I'm gonna lose. So what's really the point? My second issue with NBA 2K18 is there's no competitive atmosphere in this game. Now you can say there are those tryhards or people who really grind pro-am, but really, for it to be really competitive, there need to be an aspect of control over your player. There's just too much random things that happen in this game that you just toss up to 2K. I lost because 2K was on some shit. I'm telling you right now, I played a game last year. It was a pro-am, it was a walk-on. I was playing with randoms. I mean, we were getting destroyed at the beginning of the game. We came back all the way, almost won. But guess how we lost? The most random thing. We inbounded the ball. Someone had the ball. There were like 3 people around them. Everyone on the other team was spamming square. Somehow, he loses the ball. Like, how's that not a foul? I'll go back. I'll find it. I'll play the clip. I think I uploaded the video before. I don't know. I'll show you the clip. It was the most bullshit thing ever.
Seconds left. It's their ball. They're running a whole bunch of picks. They get a great shot in the corner. They can't get to the ball as I call a timeout. 4.4 seconds left. We inbound the ball, and what the fuck was that? As they come back, they're scoring. What just happened? I honestly have no clue what happened. I wanted the ball in the corner, passes to the AI, misses the whatever shot that was. God damn, man.
And then that brings in the questions. 2K just patches everything, right, in this game. How can a game be competitive if things change like every 2 weeks? Like every 2 weeks, they come up with a patch, it breaks something, it fixes something, it breaks something. Every single time. One archetype that's used to be really good is now So now you gotta remake an archetype, grind all your badges again. Oh, and guess what? Now you gotta buy a VC again. So it's like, just ruins the game. You can't really be competitive if you can't be consistent with it. It's like really impossible. My third problem with NBA 2K is just the lack of diversity. Because when you play this game, right, especially if you look at the competitive people who play this game, they all play the exact same way. They have this same team setup, same archetype setup, and they basically run the same defense, which is zone, and offense, same thing. They have a shooter up top, shooters in the corners, and run pick and roll with the big man and point guard. It's that simple. All they're trying to do, spread the court, because most likely you're playing zone too. So really, and that brings it to the fourth and my final point, is no one wants to watch that. No one wants to watch a game where both teams are playing zone and both teams are running the same basic play. It's boring and esports. Like if you watch COD esports, even League of Legends. I don't even like League of Legends. I've never played it, but sometimes I tune into the esports because, yo, it be getting hyped sometimes, you know. In 2K, there's no hype around this. No one cares about this. No one watches it. I know they were bragging about so many people tuned into the last tournament because you were giving away my team codes. No one cares about NBA 2K esports. It's boring. Everyone plays the exact same way. Everyone has the exact same archetypes. And even for someone who wants to get involved, there's just too much randomness in this game to make it competitive. Like even FIFA, right, is another sports game. Now FIFA, I don't know. FIFA has a skill gap. Like there's a huge skill gap between someone who's good and someone who's great at FIFA. Right? You don't go 40-0 in the weekend league without being great. You just can't. But there is also randomness that happens in FIFA. Like if you go 40-0, I mean, I don't even know how people do it. It's like the game is a lot of randomness. Players just don't make runs. Just crazy. But it's still competitive and there's still a skill gap. In NBA 2K, there's a smaller skill gap, more random things happening, and the patches make the game not really competitive. Like really, there's no competitive atmosphere in NBA 2K. In the NBA 2K community specifically, it's like people like to brag, oh, I'm better than them, but there's no really actual competitive atmosphere. Mostly because 2K are just greedy. If they really wanted to create a competitive atmosphere in this game, one, they would stop with the patches. Okay? Two, they will allow us a way for us to at least tweak my career players, right? So if a patch comes out, something happens to the speed, you can adjust the weight. You know, that's a simple thing that can drastically change how your player plays, right? They can also allow matchmaking in Pro-Am. You know, it's simple. It's a simple thing that will allow third-party tournaments. It's a simple thing that can help them further their esports aspirations, but they won't do it because they're greedy fucks. Simple as that. It's gonna fail. Like I don't understand why they're putting so much money into it, and the NBA is even investing into it. You know what they said though? They said for the esports, they won't be using the exact same game as the retail copy. They're gonna be making a brand new game for esports. I mean, hopefully if it comes with new controls, right? Because that's my biggest issue with this game, the lack of controls. Because there's no way to manually dunk. So you can see a lane, you guys know, I can go in for a dunk, go in for a soft ass layup. It's the dumbest thing. And this also took away the controls on defense, because you used to be able to pick which hand you want to reach with. So instead of you doing that cross body trying to reach on the left side with your right hand, you could just reach with your left hand on the left side. Like, you know, it's a simple thing. They took out that control. Like, I don't understand this franchise. Like, do they hate their fans that much? It's like it's the most frustrating video game franchise in the world, man. It really doesn't make sense. Anyway, man, it's been your boy, Go30. Please like, subscribe, and see you in the next one, man. I'm out here.